Welcome to Writers Radio. I'm Ingrid Rose, host of this program, The Pace of Grace, Women Who Write. Women Who Write is the title of a group of 8 women, ranging from their early 70s to their mid-90s, who met each other over 10 years ago in a writing class I gave at Simon Fraser University, continuing studies in downtown Vancouver. They've been continuing to meet, to share their writing since that time. Donna Nanson died at the end of 2024, shortly after Women Who Write published a chapbook of their poems and stories. We'd like to dedicate this program to Donna's memory. Her poem, read by her husband Derrick Nanson, starts us off. Dear God, by Donna Nanson.
Nana, I need you to help me. I need to talk to God. Does God have a computer? Can we call him up? Can we Skype him, do you think? And I say, yes, I will help you. And no, God doesn't have a computer. And even if we try to Skype God, we can't see him on the screen. But Nana, you talk to God. Can you get him to talk to me? I need to talk to him about Uncle Ian. I want him to let me talk to Uncle Ian. He's dead, you know. I say to him, you can talk to Uncle Ian anytime because he is with you in your heart and he hears you. I tell him God is with you in your heart too, and God hears you also. No, don't say that. I talk to God all the time. I hold my hand up to my ear, but I never hear him talk. He never answers me. I need him to answer me. Why doesn't he answer me? This cry of abandonment catapults me back into my own fear of betrayal. It touches me in the heart with echoes of my own crying out in the darkness and hearing no response. I fall backwards into scenes from my childhood of death and hushed voices. Keep it from the children. Of questions and prayers unanswered. And the terror of that solitude. Then only raw, racking, irrepressible, unexplainable emotion. Out of which pops this gift of a thought. Have you ever felt the wind on your skin, in your hair? There's a pause, then bursts forth with a yes. So I ask him how he knows that the wind is there, and he pauses. He waits for more. He waits until I say, you can't see the wind, can you? No. But you know it's there because you can see the branches bending from the trees in the backyard. Yes. And I can see the flowers moving too. It's like that with God and Uncle Ian, I say. I say that talking to God and talking to Uncle Ian is like talking to the wind. The wind knows you're there. It feels your breath when you talk. And you know the wind is there. You can't see it, but you can feel it against your skin. You can't see Uncle Ian, but you can feel him near you, and you can talk to him at any time. You can't see God, but maybe you can feel God near you, and you can talk to God anytime. Then he cries out, but he doesn't answer me. I want him to answer me. Why can't you just go to the church and pick him up and bring him to me? He is not going to give up on the possibility. In his solitude anguish gives way to conviction. He intuits a truth. It's as if suddenly Ian's heart is in his heart. I'm going to write him a letter. The next day, he posts a letter to Ian. In it is an innocent recalling of Ian's life and a call for a reunion, a concern for Ian's well-being and for his grieving family, and an invitation for tea and to sit on the new couch. On the way to the post box, he says to his mother, "You know, Mommy, you can't see the wind, but you can feel it. And you can't see Ian, but you can feel him." With that statement, she is pulled along in the direction of the impossible, sensing possibilities. His questions are the gift to a life, given from the heart, given from hope, given to bring life back to life, not just for his own benefit, but for Ian, for all of us. He wants nothing more than to know his prayers are received. Because if they are received, then Ian is no longer suffering. Then his tenderness has touched Ian, and Ian is okay.
Our next poet is Tessie Jachupa, reading her poem, Spring.
Spring is the season of new beginnings. It is a gentle, quiet awakening from long, cold winter. It heralds the coming of longer, brighter days, of more sunlight and gentle rains. Spring caresses new life within the earth to come forth. Every single day, the scene unfolds new life and growth. A seemingly barren tree slowly comes to life by putting forth new branches and leaves. New buds appear in bushes and plants, followed by flowers of all shapes, colors, and sizes. Flashes of color also come from birds who announce spring with their songs of joy, announcing the arrival of new life in their nests. Even the people I meet in the streets have a smile under their mask as they push their baby carriage. This is new life is the theme of spring, a time of hope. Vancouver is a city where all these signs of new life are in every block. They are in your neighborhood and in your parks. A true sign of spring in Vancouver is the appearance of cherry blossoms. You don't have to look far to see this gorgeous cherry blossom. The cherry trees line the sidewalks of whole blocks, a sight to lift the spirits. I find spring to be a time for new beginnings in life. It is better to make promises to yourself for changes and new resolutions. It's so much better than doing this at the start of the year. You are in tune with nature.
Next, Vivian Negus reads her poem, Land, Sea, and Sky.
The sun was shimmering on the surface of the ocean, spilling over in millions of dazzling diamonds. With a blue sky above me, warm, breezy summer air, and my favorite food and drink, what more could I ask for? I sat content, watching everything going by me. Tides in, tides out, rushing waves come and about. I sat on a log, watching wind, caressing ocean, soothing rocky beaches, sand dunes, beach grass, softly touching my hair, my face, my soul, cleansing me afresh.
Marian Jeremy reads her poem, One Leaf.
I wonder about that leaf that clings to that branch alone. The massive and ancient maple tree, wide and high, reaches to the fading blue light of sky. Branches only, moss-covered, brittle bits break, hit the street and sidewalk below. Her entire raiment rag-rained and wind-whipped, the only tattered one left, high to the right, curled, beaten, once vital leaf, hangs, suspended, unable to grip the branch, shuddering softly in the cool air. Is she tiring, stubbornly independent, or does she dream of descent to the dark, sodden heaps of her predecessors? I will forever remember her withering tenacity and then ultimate surrender to her uniqueness, to garbage, to compost, to rebirth.
Next, Paula Ford reads an excerpt from her piece, I Have Always Lived by the Sea.
Floating in my 12-foot boat, hands warm in thick wool gloves, I grasp the oar handles, pulling back, pushing my feet against the boat bottom, rowing across the inlet to get the mail. Water runs down the oars, wetting my gloves. Another time, coming back through eelgrass, the tide is low. It's impossible to row because the oars get stuck in long, slimy green seaweed. He jumps out. The water is only 2 or 3 feet deep and pulls our small boat through while I stand up and push us along using an oar like a Venetian gondolier. Later, slipping silently through the water in a yellow kayak, paddles flashing, dipping right, left, right, drifting near the shore. Below the clear surface, a sea slug dances, red and white Spanish skirts waving her along. I pull onto the muddy beach and step out into the shallows. Cold salt water presses my rubber boots onto my legs. In this sheltered bay, ripples lap at the rocks below our house. In the distance, waves crash on outer reefs, a continuous, unrelenting roar. At night on the water, familiar landmarks shapeshift, islets moved into unexpected places, farther away or suddenly close. There is no route to follow, only darkness, and the silhouette of the island, almost imperceptible against pitch black sky. A gigantic glowing shadow appears beneath our small boat, slides past, and disappears into blackness. After a sauna at night, cooling off, stumbling down slippery rocks and roots, I slide into inky waters. Thousands of tiny white-green lights glow around me, phosphorescent. My skin covered in glittering sparkles. Stars adorn, above, below, all around.
Now Leslie Silverman reads her poem, Oh, to Speak Sparrow.
If I could speak sparrow, we could excitedly discuss the anthropological rationale for the thousands of seeds in the center of the headdress of the beautiful yellow daisy. We twist our heads quizzically from our separate perches, me on my park bench, she on her branch, both species agog at the miracle of beauty today, where there was none yesterday. If I could speak daisy, it would be compassionately, watching her petals shrink and shrivel as the rough weather drains her luminescence. Loss no longer an abstract future, but immediate as a rape. Daisy, I would whisper. He put my heart in his grinder and twisted until it was specks of dusty ache. Let the ghosts go, she would whisper back. Embrace the present, the remains, half a stem, a memory of spring rain, a stranger's curious glance. Hope returns sometimes. If I could speak homelessness, oh, I would warn the gruff, scary guy sleeping in the pop tent in the park I walk through every day on my way to an Americano. Your home will be obliterated in the morning because the middle class cannot bear to look at your poverty and addictions. Some of them would vote for Trump, not raw, needy you. Some of them will travel to outer space with Elon Musk before they build you shelter on planet Earth. Lucky Sparrow, she doesn't have to discuss where to go at night when you don't have an apartment or a home. Oh, Sparrow with the tiny speck of mysterious light in your eye, teach me how to make a necklace of connection, a balloon of compassion between me and my species. Please, soon?
Now Nora Grove reads A Crone's Tale.
In my youth, a tarot fool leads me like a Pied Piper, away from my backyard, out of my hometown, into a world of freeways, neon signs, skyscrapers, back alleys, a world of hustle and hum, of never enough and where to get more. Somewhere along the road, the fool vanishes and I lose my way. I see places where addicts deal and shoot up, where dumpster divers, like scrawny birds of prey, scour through garbage, where children hunger for more than just food. Forged on the anvil of life, I grow strong. A warrior stirs within my soul. I hear women cry and curse their fate. I raise my fist in sisterhood. I encourage the queer hidden in my closet, to emerge with pride into the light. While ice caps crack and calve, disappearing into rising seas, in corridors of power, angry men in suits rattle sabers. With my brothers and sisters, I carry placards for peace and against patriarchy. But now I'm old. I wake in the night, like a child frightened by shadows. Images viewed on Facebook and news channels haunt me. Children locked in cages, tarred birds struggling to fly, a Black man gasping for breath as a police officer's knee presses his neck. Nurtured by a loving partner and community of friends, I'm the old one who still loves to play and dance. These gifts and the wonders of amazing things. A shower of meteors in the night, a leaf unfurling in spring, inspire me to write and recite prayers of gratitude to a God I'm not sure exists. I'm the crone you see, hugging the old growth cedar tree, intrigued by the mystery.
Last but not least, Brenda McNeil reads Folding Ghosts.
I fold his blue checked shirt, arms crossed over, place it gently in the black garbage bag. The matching vest is next, folded in half. Then cardigans follow. I fold them lengthwise and then in half. I roll up his slacks, place them in the bag. The closet is now empty, the bag full. I move to his bed, strip the blankets and sheets. A smell of cheap laundry soap clings to the pillowcases. I fold memories into the sheets and place them into another garbage bag. I strip away his room. His life disappears into bags and boxes. My sister works silently beside me. Her quietude fills the spaces between the purple armchair and the table, piled high with papers and cards. Feelings too deep to speak get stuck in my throat. Words become two-dimensional and fall flat onto the beige carpet. I try ordinary conversation. How was Halloween? How many kids? She smiles, and our collective memories spill out between the bags and boxes. Mom making popcorn balls, neighbors with homemade chocolates, horrible brown cubes of cheap toffee wrapped in wax paper with ghosts and ghouls. Last night, she says, unplugging a green ceramic lamp, I took down witches, pumpkin lights, and tombstones. I folded up ghosts and put them in storage. Today, we take down pictures and empty closets and drawers, fold up his life into bags and boxes along with our memories, and wait for the ghosts to leave.
You've been listening to The Pace of Grace. Women Who Write. The group of 8 women who kept their writing going for over 10 years by meeting monthly. From the time they first attended a writing course I facilitated in continuing studies at Simon Fraser University in Vancouver. At the end of 2024, shortly after Women Who Write brought out their chapbook, Donna Nanson died. Vivian Migas, Tessie DeChupa, Nora Grove, Marion Yarrowmy, Paula Ford, Leslie Silverman, Brenda McNeil, and myself, Ingrid Rose, are dedicating this program, The Pace of Grace, Women Who Write, to the memory of poet Donna Nanson. We're so grateful for the support of her husband Derrick, who you heard reading Donna's poem, and to the amazing work of my co-host Carol Harmon and our music and tech whiz Gary Sill. And last but not least, much appreciation to you, our listeners.
You have been listening to Writers Radio, a non-commercial collaborative project which presents talented writers reading their own work. These stories, essays, and conversations revisit the long tradition of oral storytelling that connects us to the inspiration behind the words. Be sure to check the website, writersradio.ca, to subscribe to our free notifications list. It's also a way of letting the writers know you are there and appreciating their creative work.
Writers Radio broadcasts from Half Moon Bay on the Sunshine Coast in Canada, traditional tribal land of the Sechelt Nation of the Coast Salish peoples. We express our gratitude for their wisdom teachings and land stewardship.